Just wanted to make a quick video to kind of maybe help some people out that are looking to do these garage lifts. You've probably seen several other videos on YouTube like I had that helps kind of shape your ideas. I'm going to share a few things that I did, and you can use that in combination with the other videos and probably come up with your own solution. The other thing I wanted to share that some of you may be in a similar boat is I'm fortunate to have a fairly large garage, but I had like a workshop area in the back section of it, and I had a stairwell that you can kind of still see the cutout here that went up to a storage area, which is obviously where the lift is going. What I wanted to do was take out that stairwell, put in a lift, and then wall off. You can kind of see the new wall where there's no insulation. I just extended it out into the garage and added a roll-up door here to separate the workshop from the actual garage. So I still have a 3-bay and then with a lift 4-bay, but it gives me, you can kind of see the addition here in the front of the roll-up door, but it gives me an actual workshop that's sealed off. So when you're working back there, you're not getting crap all over your cars and all over the garage. So still a work in progress. It used to just be no wall, right? Where that back wall is, it was just flush and just like a recessed kind of shop area. So taking out the stairwell and adding the lift really gave me a lot more space. And I just ordered this roll-up door in the same size as my existing garage door here. So it's 9 foot wide by 7 foot high. And that way, if you did have a really long vehicle, you could poke it into that open area as well. But all the cars I have still fit in this bay. But if you had like a long bed F-250 or something, I mean, you would definitely want to be able to pull all the way in. So it just leaves that access open, and it seems to work pretty well. Still under construction, as you can see. Garage is a mess, but it's working. So back to the lift. This is just like other people use the Unistrut 1 5/8 channel. And one of the silly things I struggled with for quite a while was how to secure it to the wall. And I ended up just going with, drilling my own little hole and just using a normal kind of small lag screw with a hex head on it that these wheel dollies or trolleys that everybody uses. I'll put a link in the description, but they actually clear those. So they can tap it just a little bit, but they generally clear it no problem. And I have 2 dollies in each corner, which is a bit overkill, but I just wanted to have a bit of redundancy built in. So I played around with using like a flathead screw that went in this big channel here, and it was just more trouble than it was worth. Even grinding that head down, it still hit the wheels quite a bit and just made it a bit of a rough ride. So just skip right to it, drill these small kind of 1/4 inch holes, run these lags in there. It's plenty to hold it, and you should be good to go. So this guy is about 29 inches deep, same height, and then it's 5 foot wide, which really just worked with the existing opening that I had once I took out the stairs. So again, the trolleys, I'll put a link in the description for, and then this channel, what you might find like I did, if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, you can only get it in 10-foot sections, which is a bit frustrating because I wanted a 14-foot section, so I could raise up flush with the ceiling. I found a seller online, or a retailer, that sells 20-foot sections with free shipping to your house. And it's the same price per foot as Home Depot. So it seemed a bit too good to be true, but I ordered it Sunday night, and it literally arrived the Tuesday morning at like 9 a.m. It was kind of freakishly fast. So that was a great find. And then obviously just cut off the excess that you don't need. As far as the lift itself, the whole back section is 2 inch by 1 inch tubing, 1/8 inch wall. And then at the bottom, I just actually used what I had. So this is 1.5 inch square tubing. I had planned to use the same tubing all around, but it works fine. And then that's 3/4 inch ply that I have set in. On the bottom, I plan to put a piece of sheetrock. It will be kind of recessed 1/4 inch, just so when I get this all finished and it's tucked up, it looks nice. But again, it will be recessed 1/4 inch so I can just set the steel frame directly on the ground. The cord, like you've probably seen from other people, needs to be extended. So that's pretty easy to do. I actually just used some of the Romex that I have, pulled out the individual strands and extended it about 10 feet. I used from Northern Tool a little bit of a bigger winch than other people are using, so I'll show that to you when I go up. And a couple other things on the lift. I tried to build in some redundancy. So, you know, this is obviously the point of contact where it's pulling from. I had this one welded in first. It's 1/8 inch steel, 1 inch wide, looped over. And then I just built another one to follow the same arc, just so that if these welds broke, you know, you've got a backup. This is something that some people are doing. This is a fall prevention harness. I'll show you that when we get up top as well. But essentially, if the lift were to fail, you know, this will grab it. And I guess what you're really protecting from is that if this cable were to snap, this would grab. So I like that. I mean, you could argue that I should probably put this on a different point of contact on the lift, but for now, I'm not too worried about it, and still a bit of a work in progress. I've got a little bit of an extra brace here, this 6-inch kind of gusset. I don't really think I need it, but why not? It doesn't really get in my way. So let me take you up top and show you how I did it up there, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is the storage space that I have. It's about the same size as the garage downstairs, but the sloping ceiling, you know, kind of kills off space in the back. And I've got it full of crap right now. It's not very organized. But all of this stuff that I had, you know, extra wheels and tires, engine hoists, transmission jacks, a table saw, a chop saw, all kinds of stuff that I had downstairs, I can easily run it up here. Transmissions, etc. I can run it up here and take it back down very easily. So it really made that open. What I used for the actual stand, and you know, I had some limitations on headspace here, so this is about 6 foot high, but this is all 2-inch square tubing, 1/8 inch wall again, and it's only spanning about 3 feet across here. So to get any deflection out of that, you need a significant load. I did some calculations and I'm never going to get anywhere near it, but that's kind of the frame I came up with to hold the actual hoist. This is obviously a Strongway 750, 1,500 pounds. So the way I have it set up just on a single pull is 750 pounds. If you loop it and come back up to the catch block, it's double that and half the speed for the lift, but plenty for what I'm doing. And then I just welded on another piece of 1.5 inch to hold this hoist. And you can see it gets pretty close to the rafter, but it all just tucks in and works well. This is the fall prevention thing. You can get this on Amazon for like $250. I found them on eBay, new supposedly, but they work, for $80 shipped. So, you know, for 80 bucks to have a bit of a backup, and I might even put a second one on here and put one on each corner, just for a bit of redundancy. So that would be nice. This does have an auto stop on it. You know, once this piece comes up and hits here, it will automatically shut off. And I have that set up to when it gets flush with the floor, it shuts off. But I just stepped off a little bit early there. So that's kind of the setup. I just have a couple straps here, you know, in case for some reason, you know, these welds broke. I wanted to have an axle strap holding on to the rafter just so this whole winch setup didn't fall on you. Just a couple, you know, quick things like that. But yeah, that's kind of the whole gist of it. I think the biggest success thing I had was finding these guys in 20-foot lengths shipped to your house, because that can be a real pain to try to line up, you know, 2 10-foot sections or a 10-foot and a 4-foot section, like in my case. But the thing, it works really well. I've had probably 600 pounds on it and came up no problem. So yeah, hopefully this helps you out a little bit with what you're planning to build. And if you do have questions, you know, I'm happy to help out, because I definitely got some help from other people online and it's been great. These were the original kind of
whatever you call these. I forgot the actual name of them, but this is what I originally had trying to bring the lift up, or trying to hold the strut to the frame. The trolleys do just clear this. They kind of bump. So then I milled the edges down, which took way too long, and it still kind of bumped. So I just gave up on trying to use that, and should have just started off with the lag screws to begin with. But anyhow, I think that's it for now, and thank you for your time.